Wow, Keith says. That sure was fun, wasn't it, Sonny? No, it wasn't, Keith. It absolutely wasn't. The previous box that showed up, which is right at the end of the last video, disappeared way too quickly. I had to fix that one in post. All right, we can move around. Where are we? The officers here at Steelton PD are very similar to those back home in Lisson. Are they? They don't look it. All right, we are in Steelton. And again, I can't load my game. What the hell? This is deeply disturbing. Why can't I load my game? I'll just walk on out of here. Keith says, Sonny, where are you going? Aren't we going to talk to the lieutenant? No, I want to get back into that helicopter too. The man looks like he is trying hastily to get something done. The woman looks like she is busy reading some forms. Hi, you must be Mr. Bonds and Mr. Robinson. The lieutenant is waiting for you. Please go on in. She is a receptionist. The lieutenant is waiting for you, sir. The man's desk is covered with papers. There appear to be doodles all over them. The woman's desk looks almost too neat and tidy. The lieutenant says, "Come on in, the door's open." I have no control. Wild Willie, that's a name, walks over, shakes your hand, and says, "Detectives Bonds and Robinson, welcome to Steelton. Well, you dudes are chasing one fine, upstanding citizen." Oh, that lack of capitalization on the U there is triggering me. Continuing, he says, "It seems this punk Baines has already started his handiwork here too." "You know the phone tap subject, Don Colby?" he asks. Without waiting for a reply, he goes on to say, "I hate to tell you boys this, but after putting a tap on Colby's phone, I sent an unmarked unit over to check on him, and my man found him deader than a doornail with a .32 caliber hole in his head." Lovely. We pretty much knew that was going to happen because we've got his business card with his business name on it. "We did manage to connect," Billy tells you, "on one threatening call from Baines. I don't think it will help, but the call was traced to a payphone in our local Burt Park. I sent a man over there to have a look around," he says, "but nothing was found." "You boys will probably want to go over there and look around," Billy grunts, "but I think you'll be spinning your wheels." Wild Willie says, "I think Officer Pittman is waiting in the hall. He can drive you over to the park." "Good luck, boys." Drive as opposed to helicopter ride. It's relatively uncluttered when compared to Captain Hall's desk. Back at home. Radios. Do we need those radios? They're two-way walkie-talkies that could allow you to communicate with your partner, Keith. All right, we'll leave those behind. Look at map. It's manufactured by the Lytton Map Co. Go on, boys. Catch that ride to the park. What's on the wall here? Cabinets? It's the lieutenant's private file cabinet. Nope. Only Wild Willie has rights to the file cabinet. The walls are sheetrock, painted white. The room is really bright. There is a map of Steelton with pushpins sticking into it. Ominous. Yeah, it doesn't describe anything on his desk. Suppose I should take these, shouldn't I? We get points for it. You pick up the two-way radios, handing one of them to your partner, and the lieutenant says, "Oh yes, I set those radios out for you boys. I thought they might come in handy while you're looking around the park." Oh, okay, I moved to the door and we're moving here automatically. No? Keith says, "Did you forget something, Sonny? I'll wait here for you." Yeah, there's a animation that's actually playing when we go to that door. The lieutenant says, What's up, Bonds? Did you forget something? Yeah, I moved to the door, and Sonny's now walking of his own accord. That's weird. All right, let's make another save. I'm deeply disturbed by the fact that I can't load. You and Keith are driven to Burt Park by Jarvis Pittman, a 20-year veteran who looks 10 years younger than his real age. He regales you with stories of his escapades as a young patrolman. By the time you reach the park, you are beginning to wish he had retired last year. Sure enough, Officer Pittman climbs out of the patrol car and heads into the park with you, talking all the way. He can't be as bad as Keith, surely. As you approach the park entrance, the patrol car's radio crackles. Unit S56, we have a burglary in progress at 10th and Violet. Request you respond immediately. Over. Well, boys, says Officer Pittman, I gotta go. I doubt you'll find anything, but go on ahead and look around the park. Right here's the telephone booth Baines used to make that call. Call us when you need to be picked up, or if you need any kind of assistance. Good luck. Keith looks around and says, I think we should split up, Sonny. Call me on a two-way if you need me. At this point... Yeah. What? Oh! Okay, so at this point, I'm not going to go back and, pick up my kiss. And you don't have it. Let me confirm this. Can I load? Why the fuck can't I load my game? I'm deeply disturbed by this. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I have loaded my game by crashing the game completely and coming back here. I'm going to go down these stairs. My gun is not sighted. What I want to see is when I'm on board the plane, whether my kit disappears or not. If it does, then that rules this out. If it doesn't, then maybe that's just a weird error message. Alright, we have the field kit. My gun is not sighted. Alright, let's show our badge. Okay, do we have our kit? If we do, I'm loading. No, it's gone. Look at that. Okay, that's fine. I can work with this. Let's load back over here. And now I can load my game again. I think something may have gone wrong when I was on the aircraft. I think the game may have said, no, you can't load at this specific point, and that carried over. That was super weird. I don't think that was a scum VM thing. I really don't. Right, this place looks gorgeous. Burt Park is not unlike many other city parks around the country. The trees, lawn, and other greenery set forth a peaceful mood. Wait a minute, you think to yourself. I can't leave the park now. I'd better get back and keep looking around. I'm just seeing if we can go down and get run over. A street lamp lights the entrance to the park. It's a wooden sign with carved letters. The trees provide shade and beauty. This is all very obvious, but I've got to do it. You admire the beauty of the shrubbery, but you see nothing out of the ordinary. There's probably bodies in their bonds. It makes you think of gravity and Isaac Newton. There's no apples on these trees, dude. Oh, how large is this area? Okay, I can't go left. I assume the bush on the right-hand side here is going to stop me from going right. So I can definitely go up to a nice little duck pond. Cool fountain. It's a combination bird bath and a wishing well. Nothing special about it. Nah, there's coins in there. Can't spell fountain. You don't find anything particularly interesting? Okay. The game just does not want me to have fun. Alright, look out, phone booth. Yes, it's a public telephone. You look at the public telephone and, lo and behold, the number matches the one given to you by the lieutenant. Can we actually search this damn thing, please? Don't find anything. Look at walls. Look at booth wall. Look at phone receiver. What would be in here that I would need to look at? The phone book? See, in my day, kids, we used to have these things called phone books, and I'll shut the hell up now because I'm in enough trouble with this playthrough as is. Phone booth. Public telephone. Someone appears to have ripped the receiver off the wall. Now, this is kind of rubbish. If I say look at receiver, we get this. But if I say use receiver or use phone, it says someone appears to have ripped it off the wall. There's some bad parsing there. We don't have our kits, so we can't dust for prints or anything like that. This place looks gorgeous. You look around this section of the park and see a beautiful pond. The little brown ducks will almost eat out of your hand. I was expecting that to say, don't be so violent. Planning a barbecue while your girlfriend's kidnapped? Come on, Sonny. Where's your sense of proportion? I'm making a YouTube video, dude. Can I actually shoot my gun here? Oh. Let's see if we can slow it down. You notice that a man is approaching you. I tried to shout police, but no. Threatening you, the man says, "Give me all your money, dude, or I'll rip you apart with my bare hands." You keep your eyes on the unusual-looking individual. Acting fast, you whip out your badge and identify yourself. Evidently, the mugger doesn't like cops. There's a much better way of dealing with that. Much better way. We've got to try and shoot him. We've got to try and shoot him. Draw a gun. Shoot, man. Really? Come on, he was threatening us. He was threatening our life. Come on. Give money. Give money to man. It doesn't look like talking is this guy's specialty. Let's have some fun, pal, the mugger says. The mugger seems to have had a little extra adrenaline pumping. He has managed to slap you into a deep coma. Jim shakes his head and says, "Next time, try to react a little faster. Use your equipment." Yeah, I know how to do this, dude. I just wanted to see the outcomes. Alright, get out of here. Look at the sky. Look at the grass. Dirt. Grass. No clues. It used to be part of the 14th hole at the old Steelton golf links. It's very nice sand, but you see nothing unusual. The rock is of no value to you. It's just a rock. The pond really adds to the scenery, but that's all it does in this game. Ooh, not fond of that fourth wall break there, game. Not fond. What about the bushes? Oh, whoops, that's a mighty fast poodle. Is that telling me I can go over here? It totally is. Hopefully that thing didn't snatch any evidence. So I can go left. Can I go right? Where did Keith go? Once again, Keith is useless. Absolutely useless. You look all around the rock, you find nothing. The park is pretty this time of year. The air is sweet and clear, except near the manhole cover. Excuse me? You're too far away. That it? It looks like a normal manhole cover. You see evidence of recent use. Okay, well, clearly the police missed this. The Steelton PD missed that. You look closely at the tree, but you can't find anything that even resembles a clue. Yeah, I don't think we're finding anything here. Can't spell. Cannot spell. Good old Mother Earth. I'm amazed it actually gave me something for shooting the ducks. Yeah, we saw that. Nothing at the pond here. Oh shit, how large is this park? I was not expecting that. What even is that tree to the right? You look around and see a willow tree, flowers, and a chain link fence delineating the park boundary. Delineating, lovely word. The willow tree is beautiful. It is also a sanctuary for our feathered friends. There are several reasonably new redwood picnic tables in this part of the park. A typical park rock of no value to you. I go this way. The willow tree's branches cover the ground. You look, but you see nothing interesting under or behind this tree. There's got to be something in this region, surely. Unless maybe they've literally put it here just to screw with me. I'm trying to get out. Okay, there we go. There's got to be something here, surely. Maybe we'll chase this doggo around the park. It's pretty, but you see nothing unusual in this area of the park. You admire the beauty? Yep, we've seen that. Nothing in this tree. What about these rocks? We look all around the rock and we find nothing. Why does it say whoops? That seems like the wrong word. Can we use a duck to lure the poodle, perhaps? All right, let me just check to make sure. Take. Not sure how I managed to do that with the cursor. Take poodle. Can't spell. clearly there's more to that poodle. Okay, I can't go up there. So it looks like it is 5 screens, I think. The opening screen, then these 3, and then the one at the back. Let's take a look at this manhole. How can you do that when you're standing on it? Game. Straining, you manage to slide the heavy cover off of the manhole. Yow, that was a close one. You better watch out that you don't fall into the open manhole. Alright, fine. You step onto the ladder and begin the climb down. This is ominous. This is super ominous. You have entered the city of Steelton's underground sewer complex. The dampness and subdued light gives you an eerie feeling. It gives me the feeling that we're going to get ambushed soon. And all fall in like that. We need to be very careful when walking around here. Jim shakes his head and says, falling into the trough of human waste, you lose consciousness as you slip beneath the surface. Do we not know how to swim? I mean, the dude's a scuba diver, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, all I did here was push whatever button it is, end, to try and move this way, and that was enough to put me into the water. Oh god. You feel a burning sensation in your eyes. Your breathing becomes laboured, and you can't seem to get enough air. You feel weak and lightheaded. Just before losing consciousness, while slumping to the floor, you realise, oh no, it's methane gas. Jim shakes his head and says, you die from asphyxiation in a pocket of methane gas. Next time, avoid this area, or wear a mask. I can't say that out loud though, because I'll get in trouble. Can I go right here, or is that death? That is death. So the methane, is that only to the south, or is it here as well? It might be in the entire sewer. Okay, I'm going to turn back. Oh! You seem to have made it through the pockets of deadly methane gas. Yeah, we need a gas mask or something to survive down here. You see walkways and grates that lead around the dark and smelly sewer. Pipes line the walls, and lights barely illuminate the darkness. Rats scurry about the sewer pipes. You see a drain pipe on the wall. Just mapping this area out in my brain. Oh, okay, we're not going that way. A drain pipe. The drain pipe looks kind of lethal. Yeah, me neither. It's not referring to the thing on the wall, it's referring to the thing that I'm standing on. Search drain pipe. Or is this? What's lethal? Is it this flowing water here? Should have done this a while ago. Your walkie-talkie does not seem to be working in here. Right, well I don't think there's anything we can actually do down here, yes. Let's radio Keith. The bug is gone, Sonny. What's your story? What? Was I supposed to radio him when we were getting mugged? You listen, but he doesn't answer. Of course he won't. Alright, well, let me stop playing for a bit, but I need to give this some thoughts very clearly. This doggo has got to be very important, very clearly. I don't believe I have anything in my inventory that I can use to lure it, and I'm not sure how to catch it. All of the usual commands do not seem to be working. About whistle. Call dog. What dog? Where? Is it going to give me a different result if I do it here? No, it just says it's mighty fast. There's got to be something here, surely. Yeah, I walked straight into it there. If you go back and watch that, I walked down and I ran into the poodle. I stopped moving because I ran into it. This has to be important, but I can't think what. Give me a few minutes and I'll give this some thought. Okay, I've given this a lot of thought and I've really got nothing. Can I search this poodle? I can't do anything with the poodle. I wonder what would happen if I called for backup when the mugger was on me. Whether something would happen there or not. I want to take another look at these tables very quickly just to see if there's anything there at all. We don't need to sit. The only other thing I can think of doing, and this makes no sense, is going back to the police station to see if we can get a gas mask to survive in the sewer. I don't think we're doing anything with the phone booth. Can I search the pond? What about the other side? That dog is sus as hell. Alright, so I'm going to take a very brief look at the walkthrough just to try and set myself in the right direction. Give me a sec. Alright, it suggests you use the radio to call Keith. I will go back and check that. We need to arrest this dude, really. Alright, climb into the ladder into the sewers. Go east, east, and south. I don't understand how to do that when I'm going to die. I'm happy to let the mugger go simply because I've played for so long and I don't want to go down and load that. I'll have a look at that in my postgame. Hopefully that's not critical. So this suggests to go east, east, and then south. Maybe I can survive that second pocket of methane gas. I did not consider that. Because as soon as I walk in here, I'm going to get ambushed by methane. Yeah, it's pretty much immediate. Can I go south here? Burning sensation. Breathing becomes laboured. Yeah, look at that. I would not have thought to do that. Dang. Alright, so we are somewhere else. Yeah, we've seen that. A brightly coloured ladder leads to the surface. I'm more interested in this pipe on the right-hand side. How large is this sewer? Burning sensation. Breathing becomes laboured. There's a manhole there. Weak and lightheaded. We're out. Alright, let me start by climbing this ladder. All I've read on the walkthrough is it said to go east, east, and south. Also, I hope I didn't need to do anything with that poodle because I've saved over the game where I had it locked into place. Climbing the ladder, you come to a heavy steel manhole cover. You strain to open the heavy cover, but you only succeed in making a lot of noise. Okay, we can't go up there. Not yet, anyway. The way you climb down there. Holy shit. Jim shakes his head and says, "Unfortunately, the noise alerted Baines, and you were caught by his ambush. Baines is down here, and he's not wearing a gas mask." Are we really this close to the end of the game? Guessing we are. Alright. What is in those doors? You see walkways and grates that lead around the dark and smelly sewer. On the wall, you see a cabinet that is closed. You step into the path of high-pressure water being released from the surface, and you're swept into the sewer. Your head hits hard during the fall, rendering you unconscious. Unfortunately for you, the sewer does the rest. Jim shakes his head and says, "You drowned in the sewer because of an unfortunate accident. Next time, try to minimize the chance of it happening again." Alright, so let me load. Is this a time thing, or... I think I am stopping there. But I just need to be patient. Okay, I've stopped. Yeah, if I push left on the keyboard, I'm going to die, so I need to come down here very clearly. There is another pocket of methane, though. Not there, there isn't. Alright. Maybe I can hold my breath. Can I do that? No. You see a gas mask in the cabinet. You take the last gas mask from the cabinet. You don't need to wear the mask now. Bullshit. Alright, so we have a mask. I wonder if it's bulletproof. Burning sensation. Yep, let's put that on. That mask, though. Is that going to take me back to the start? You seem to have passed through the deadly gas. You can take off your mask. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already did that. Alright, so this sort of connects together. Alright, let's try going down the southwest. Another ladder. Am I looping? No, we're not. We're at a dead end. Okay. I'm a little bit lost. Let me go back to that previous ladder and try climbing it. Can I get across from this side? Yes. Climbing the ladder, you come to a heavy steel manhole cover. Let me make another save. You strain to open the heavy cover, but you only succeed in making a lot of noise. That's going to get us killed, so let's climb back down. And check the other side. Not walking past that, that's going to get me killed. You wonder what's behind it. You have entered the city of Steelton's. Yeah, we've seen that. There is a door here leading to... Question mark, question mark, question mark. So I assume this is also a dead end. And by dead, I mean really dead. Let me cut in there. Alright, so I'm back. I've saved. And once again, we're at a dead end. So we've been in the room above us. I've not been in that manhole. And you know what? I think I will check that out. Jim shakes his head and says, "What a wimpy way to die. Falling into a hole. Next time, be more careful." Yeah, okay, that's fair. The maintenance hole is for sewer personnel only. Leave the hole alone. You can't climb down. But we can absolutely fall down. Alright, so let's take a look at this door. You cautiously walk into the room. You can't believe your eyes when you see... Marie! You mumble, under your breath. I've located Marie. Showing excitement from seeing you, Marie struggles against her restraints. I'm going to draw my gun immediately. So I suspect that Baines is not far away. Marie squirms excitedly in her chair as you approach. She says, "Mm-hmm." You don't see him here? He's totally here. This is the control room for the sewer. There is a control panel on the back wall. What about on the side wall here? You nervously struggle with the rope. Finally, you loosen her bonds and set her free. She whispers in your ear about how happy she is to see you. Then she smothers you in her lipstick. Time and place. Marie is very nervous and excited. Crying loudly, she tells you how happy she is to see you. Then, all of a sudden, Baines appears in the control room. Of course. Baines has the drop on you, as he says, "I have you right where I want you, pig eyes." You're just in time to see the fire from Baines' gun. Double tap. Jim shakes his head and says, in Marie's excited state of being, she raised her voice, alerting Baines. Next time, try to calm her before untying her. The game's given me all the solutions now. Why couldn't I do this before? Calm Marie. After you tell Marie to keep quiet, Marie stops her struggling. You nervously, yep, we saw that. She whispers, smothers you in lipstick. Nervous and trying to stay as quiet as possible, Marie whispers, "Please, Sonny, let's get out of here before he comes back." The sound of approaching footsteps interrupts your plans, and Marie says, "Oh my God, he's coming back!" Continuing, she says, "Sonny, you must hide." He's going to notice that you're untied immediately. Need to hide somewhere. Immediate thought is, let's hide behind the big pipe on the left. Like so. Gun is drawn. Jim shakes his head and says, the firefight between you and Baines ends with him winning. Remember, the one with the quick gun and enough ammo wins. Do I just need to shoot him from here? This doesn't seem like an appropriate arrest procedure, that's all I'm saying. The barrage is over. Baines lies motionless on the control room floor. It appears that all the firing range practice has paid off. Checking Baines, you find all vital signs have ceased. You view Baines in his deceased state. Deep down inside, you kind of feel sorry for him. The reality, however, is that the Death Angel is dead. The destructive vengeance of the Death Angel has been silenced. "Oh, Sonny," Marie says, "you're my hero. I never want to be apart from you ever again." Back home in Listen, yes, I had to cut that in. You have been placed on a mandatory 3-day administrative leave of absence, resulting from the shooting death of Jesse Baines. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. I would also think we're still suffering PTSD from the first game. You spend needed leisure time with Marie and await results from the Steelton PD Internal Affairs Shooting Review Board. The 3 days finally pass, and now the findings, conclusions, and recommendations from the Shooting Review Board are as follows. We're going to get fired. The Review Board findings. This board finds that homicide detective Sonny Bonds, while on duty, was involved in the discharge of his weapon at another human being during the process of rescuing kidnapped victim Marie Wilkins. Further, the shooting resulted in the fatal wounding of Jesse Baines, escaped fugitive. The board notes Jesse Baines, while using a stolen .32 caliber Browning automatic, first attacked and fired at Detective Bonds with the intent to commit murder. Okay, so they found that he shot first. We're safe. The review board conclusions. The board finds that Detective Bonds acted in self-defense while in fear for his own life and while protecting the life of kidnapped victim Marie Wilkins. The board concludes that the shooting death of Jesse Baines by homicide detective Sonny Bonds was totally and unquestionably legal and justifiable. I don't know about that. He literally walked in the room and we gunned him down. Yes, he was going to gun us down, but we don't know that. The review board's recommendations. Number 1. This board recommends immediate cancellation of administrative leave, therefore returning Detective Bonds to permanent active status. Only if he's okay with that. I mean, he just watched his life flash before his eyes. Number 2. Detective Sonny Bonds will receive Lytton Police Department's Silver Commendation Award for superior efforts and performance while engaged in a life-threatening situation. Are we talking about Baines or the aircraft hijackers here? Number 3. This board recommends that Detective Sonny Bonds participate in a 2-week rest and relaxation period prior to returning to duty. Yes, I agree with that. Sonny definitely needs some rest. He's probably suffering really badly after what just happened. That's appropriate. The next day. The 3-piece band strikes it up as Captain Fletcher Hall presents you with the Silver Commendation Award. Why is Keith here? Marie stands proudly by your side as the band plays on. Why is there a band here? Although you know it's a lie, Keith vows to quit smoking by the time you return from the island paradise. We are actually going on a vacation. Since this is a special occasion, you wonder why the captain can't quit slurping, licking and smacking ice cream long enough to get you out of here. Fair. Oh well, you think. I guess it's better than the old habits he used to have. Dipping and spitting snuff. With congratulations over, and the award ceremony out of the way, you board the plane. Then it gets hijacked. There's a long pause here. I don't want to skip through it though. You and your high school sweetheart, Marie Wilkins, fly away into the sunset. While high in the sky, bound for the warm, emerald-clear waters of the Bahamas, you ask Marie, "Marie," you say, "will you marry me?" On a freaking aircraft, dude! With tears of joy flowing, Marie answers, "Yes." Thank you for playing Police Quest 2. That thumbs up there. The end. Are you going to advertise me, game? No. Let me hit enter. No, nothing's happening now. I'm hitting enter, and nothing is happening. Let's just listen to the music for a bit. I had to do a lot of editing in post at the end there because the text boxes were moving way too quickly. I've definitely got some thoughts, but you know what? I'm going to hold off on them until I found all the points. I missed a ton of stuff here, and honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very quick speedrun of this, a full playthrough in a separate video, showing the stuff that I missed, getting all of the points. Because honestly, I don't think that my normal process of putting the points that I missed into like a little post-game section, I don't think that's going to do it justice. I think I need to actually play this completely from start to finish. Alright, so that was my walkthrough assisted playthrough of Police Quest 2. I definitely needed some help there to find Marie's place, to get through the sewers at the end. Yeah, I am going to get to work on recording the next video and I'll try and put my thoughts in order. See you then.